Hey, what's up, everyone? Good, a happy Monday to everyone who's popping in the chat, and for those who are watching the replay too. And before I start flapping my guns and talking and sharing all this wonderful information I want to share with you guys today, feel free to let me know if you guys can hear me okay. So whether you're watching this on your mobile phone, on your desktop computer, on your MacBook, iPhone, Android, PlayStation 5, 4, 3, you know, Nintendo Switch, whatever kind of electronic device that you guys use to. If you guys get to hear me okay, feel free to let me know. Give a thumbs up, loud and clear. Roger, you want to use those terms too. So when it comes to that, that's always got something in my throat when I'm talking. I don't know why, but it's just weird. Maybe it's just a change in the air because daylight savings just happened yesterday too. And happy Monday to all you guys too who are watching this live and watching the replay. And I want to give a big shout out to the people who are here too. So, what's up, Ron? Good to see you. What's up, bro? Always good to see you also. Hopefully everything is well with you too. And the lovely Arlene also, always looking gorgeous and awesome as ever, so she can hear me just fine. Thank you for mentioning that too. If I made you laugh, feel free. You need to let me know if I did. So thank you for that too. So yes, thank you guys for dropping by and showing support. I know that Mondays are kind of like those one of those days where it's like you need to take care of business, you need to pay your bills, get do some work, make some money. I totally understand that too. But I appreciate everyone who takes the time to just watching this live stream, whether you're watching this live or watching a replay too. I really do appreciate everyone taking the time to just show and support. Whether you're liking this live stream, share with your friends, subscribe to my new channel. Subscribing to this channel also when it comes to just listening. And so let me take a swig of something to drink. I don't know why. I think I gotta stop eating before I do a live stream. But cheers to all you guys who are here. For those who are watching this live and watching the replay, see if I can take a swig of water too. You'll probably see me coming, stepping out of my gaming chair a little bit. So, but cheers to all you guys too who are here. Mm. I know it's probably rude to just drinking, drink and talk at the same time. But so if you're thirsty, you're thirsty. So it's kind of like that too. But much love to all you guys too who popped in last week on Saturday to the after hours show too. And before I start sharing what I want to talk about with you guys today, what you guys voted for this live stream today too. And again, I welcome you guys to another one-on-one honest conversation and open discussion. This is a place for all of us to really have open discussions about anything that comes to our heart, comes to our mind when it comes to spirituality, current events, oh my gosh, humor and creativity and so on and so forth. Just really things that we're passionate about too. But I just really before I start sharing too, I just want to make an apology to people who showed up, or those who watched the last week's live stream too. I shared a clip about when it comes to Teal Swan, when it comes to sensitive people, and I watched a replay of it, and I noticed that I didn't hear the sound. I was like, oh shit, like, excuse me. It was just like, watching a replay because I always like to, watch my live stream, see what I did good and what I did wrong. I think I recognized what I did wrong. It's just like, I shared I was sharing the screen of the video I wanted to share with you guys, but there was no volume to it. I was like, oh shit. But so like for those who couldn't hear the clip of the video, I really do apologize for that because I thought you guys could hear it too because I was sharing it from another. I say a tab on my computer. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like like on Google Chrome, you could really like download the apps of tabs like on YouTube and stuff, and I thought you guys could hear it too. So but honestly, I wanted to make it up to you guys and just really share the clip that I want to share with you guys today too. And if you guys could hear the background noise outside, that's my little fur babies going berserk because they did some bad stuff around the house, and it's just like they're on timeout for a couple hours. But if you guys could hear them too, feel free to let me know with your super hearing and all that. But I want to get back to what I was talking about when it comes to that clip. I want to share with you guys too when it comes to being sensitive, and when it comes to with sensitive people too. And it's just like I think we're trying to remember. I was just sharing how powerful it is to really just being sensitive. And also, I want to share something with you guys too when it comes to the afterlife. And it's just like I was because I me because I love to learn and listen and watch different stuff on a regular basis and share with you guys too. And recently, I think it was yesterday, I was listening to a really powerful podcast. I don't know if you guys heard of it, called Coast to Coast, and it really talks about stories when it comes to the afterlife. And it's just like recently, one of the recent episodes was really talking about how our loved ones are with us when they transition, to when they transition, and respectfully saying this too, and especially for anyone who's passed recently, for those who have passed, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So uh, just really, just sharing that too, and just really getting that disclaimer out there too. It's just like I don't know if you get how you guys feel about that too when it comes to the afterlife, and especially how our loved ones are still with us too when they transition, and it's just like just like how they just really be with us too when it comes to just with our memories, with our feelings, and especially when it comes to our memories too. It's really beautiful. And excuse me, forgive me for clearing my throat, but hold on for a second. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to really clear my throat. I don't know what's up with the weather. It's just, a few days ago it was raining, but now it's clear again, so it's really messing up my my throat. I'm not even sick too, so but anyways, getting back to what I was talking about too, when it comes to talking about with the afterlife and just really, being sensitive with that too. As a sensitive person, it's just, powerful to experience too. Have you guys ever, like think about it, every now and then, or just, when it comes to just with our loved ones who transition, it could be with our friends, it could be with our family, it could be with our previous partners who are even our pets too. Just like when it comes to just just people who anyone who transition, and it's just really powerful to experience that also, and just like how we can really just honor the people that we for those who pass, it could be our parents or partners or our pets too. It's just really holding them dear into our hearts, and especially in our minds too when it comes to our memories, and just really how we can really just embrace that in our own spiritual journey when it comes to just living our best lives. I mean, sometimes like when we do certain things, when we see certain things, when we or even just like a combination of all of them too, we tend to think about our loved ones on a regular basis. I don't know if you guys ever, I know you probably experienced that before, but in a different way too. And it's kind of like for example, let's say that you are just creating something, like you're creating a deck, or you're creating like a recipe, you're just growing something in your garden, or if you're just creating something in general, just from your heart, from your mind, and just really being in that meditative state where you are just in that zone. And it's just like like certain things just really that pop up to you when it comes to your loved ones, especially for those who have passed, like you see a tomato growing. It could be a reminder of just like how you and your loved ones used to do that. Or it could be with anything also when you're just, on the road, if you're how can I put this? When you're on the road, if you're just, working, or if you're just, doing your own thing, wherever that may be. It's just like, how our loved ones are with us every time we are living our best lives is really powerful. And when it comes to, just with us being sensitive, it's really good to embrace that, because sometimes we want to just cry. We want to just laugh, think about the good times that we have with the people who transition. And, or if it's just like, with anything too, how you just really process that when it comes to your own emotions, with your own intelligence, with your whole body per se too. And it's just like, just really fully embracing that as a sensitive person too. And it's just like, for those who are new to my channel too, especially for those who are, what I'm talking about. It's just like when it comes to sensitivity, and it's just like, how we can really just embrace that when it comes to just, with our empathic nature, whether we have a big heart, we wear our heart in our sleeves too, and just like really embrace that too. Not, and just like, when it comes to just really embracing that, it's just like, acknowledging that too from a healthy place, to know that you're not weak, because, like in society too, like people, like how society labels sensitive people for just being really weak and couldn't have any kind of like, emotional intelligence to hold your emotions in. But it's kind of like, when you just like, really just embrace that kind of sensitivity when it comes to with us being human beings, whether you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're, how you identify yourself too, is just really powerful. And just like, how can uh, how can we, we can embrace our sensitive nature, especially to, how we live our best lives, how we, honor our people's memories too, when it comes to people who transition, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. So, if you guys want to chime into what I'm talking about too, if you want to share any kind of stories about your loved ones that have passed, what kind of powerful memories have you learned from them, or lessons, or if you guys want a message for today too, feel free to do so. But I want to share the clip that I originally shared on Saturday, for you guys too, and because I'll admit I'll own my mistakes when it comes to how I do things in my live streams. I really do want to make it up to you too, and I'm gonna post a link to the podcast I was listening to about how our loved ones are with us when they transition and when we live our best lives, and especially when it comes to this clip, I want to share with you guys too. And feel free to comment too how you guys felt from it, what you guys thought from it too, and feel free to share whether you're watching this live and watching a replay. So I'm gonna get to it and let's see if I can. If you guys could hear it, feel free to let me know. And here we go.
The reason that you opted to come into this world sensitive is because this world is being destroyed by lack of sensitivity. So it benefits the universe at this point in time to have beings be incarnating who are extra sensitive. If we have a whole society full of sensitive people, cannot create the society that we have created today, which is not conducive to human health. It is not conducive to universal health, and it is sure as not conducive to integration. The sensitive individual represents the future of humanity. I don't know how many of you have heard of these like indicator species. If you see an ecosystem, there will be one sensitive species that starts to decline first. You may see no general impact in deer, but you may see frogs dying. Now, when that frog dies, that's an indication that the health of the entire system is at risk. Sensitive people on the planet today are the indicator species. They're the part of the Earth ecosystem that are saying, wait, something is not working for us here.
We can't. Well, shout out to Tail Stash, but I didn't want to play that clip, but I want to get back to, what I was just sharing too. That's the original video I was going to share with you guys on Saturday, but as I was sharing earlier, that couldn't hear the volume when I was watching the replay. But hopefully you guys could hear from that too, from what I shared with you guys too on screen. I figured it out what was the problem with it, but hopefully you guys heard it well too. And just like if you guys want to share any kind of feelings and thoughts about it too, when it comes to that short video from Teal Swan. I know she's probably a controversial figure, But sometimes people like her, some people won't. So it's hey, it is what it is. It's your choice how you guys feel about her. I'm not gonna throw salt at you or throw some shade. I'm not gonna do that because people have a choice in whether they like someone or not. And so yeah, so Ron says very true what she's. Yeah, it really, she really brought us some really good, powerful points there too, Ron, when it comes to just, with sensitive people too. Even like how I was mentioning it too. It's just like, how, sensitive people give a, get a bad rap for in society, but it's just like, the sensitive people, for those who really embrace that are the ones that really care the most. It's kind of like, we care about our environment, we care about the human species, we care about the animals, we care about, just like, our beautiful planet in general and everything that's connected to it. So yeah, she really brought up some, it's a lot of powerful points there too. And hello to Viviani. Also, I didn't mean to ignore you too. I was just going on my, regular, I say tangent, but just really going with the flow of what I was talking about too. But it's good to see you, Viviani. And it's just like, hopefully you are enjoying your day. Hope you're doing well and taking care of yourself. And especially, the same goes to all you guys too in the chat room as well. So yeah, I'm gonna post a link to. Let me see if I could post a link to her video. There you go. Oh my gosh! If you guys heard any different volumes, I am truly apologize. But let me see if I could just, we'll post a link to the actual short. So, here's a link to the short. I just posted it in the chat if you guys want to watch it for yourself. And I'm also going to share the link to the podcast I was listening to. Also, if you guys want to, listen to it just for fun of it, when it comes to just, how our loved ones are connected with us, when they transition. Also, I'm going to see if I could find it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, copy link. And good to go. All right, cool. So yeah, and, I just shared both links to what I was just mentioning to you in the chat. So if you guys ever want to check out those links for yourself, if you want to listen to the podcast about how, those beautiful reminders of our loved ones are always there in our lives too, and especially when it comes to, embracing who you are as sensitive people too. Feel free to chime in and just really, watch those videos at your own pace, at your own time too. So when it comes to that, feel free to, check out those links. I'll definitely will post the links to, those the short video in the podcast also in the description. So whether for those who are watching the replay, wondering what I'm talking about, I'll make sure to post, post the links in, what I shared below too. And credit goes to the original people who made the podcast and the short video too, with Teal Swan and with the Coast to Coast podcast too. But anyways, I just want to ask you guys how you guys are doing. When it comes to your own lives as well too. If you want to share that, did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? Did you guys learn anything new? Did you guys experience anything new in your own spiritual journey? If you want to share anything too, feel free to do so. Or if you just want a message for today or just listening to me talk and flap my gums, that's totally cool too. Feel free to share. And, forgive me for clearing my throat so much because, the weather change and all that too. It's just, it's a really, sometimes it really affects my throat, but I'm not sick. So just letting you guys know about that. But I'm not going to make any kind of excuses to what I'm doing because I always like to own up to what I'm doing. So, anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, and also if you guys don't want a reading for today too, I am open to, doing like a self-healing, I say a self-healing meditation. So it's kind of like, when it comes to self-healing, with Reiki also to really fun and powerful, practice to really just bring some clarity towards ourselves too. And to really set a powerful intention for today too and just really, going at your own pace, at your own time when it comes to your own breath, your own energy, and just really bringing clarity towards yourself too, and just really how you do that also. It's wholly up to you too. So if you guys are open to that as well, feel free to, give a thumbs up if you're cool with that too. If not, if you have to go, or if you guys have to do anything more important, or if you guys don't feel like it too, that's totally understandable as well. So yeah, I'm. Oh shit. Excuse my language, but sometimes I'll just share this too when it comes to me as well. Lately, like on social media, you try to just manage stuff and just really make sure that people when it comes to your followers, on your like community page where you're just like you make sure that people who love to follow you. If people who don't want to follow you, you kind of like unfollow just for a safe reason. That just really happened with me with my Blissful Heroes community Instagram page today, and I was like, oh no, I was like, I'm not suspended again. I mean, not suspended, but it's just like with Instagram, just really suspending my account because I never violated any kind of rules. I always tend to post, positive stuff out there, but it's kind of like, with using like a third party app, it kind of like messed up my Instagram account. So hopefully, the next few days it'll come back up. But if it doesn't, I mean, I'll just make another one too. But I just really want to share that too, just because it's like when it comes to being sensitive to what I'm posting, like on social media, I always like to post content and just like, post when it comes to just, positive and uplifting content too. Like when it comes to spirituality, how can we can support each other as human beings? How can we can just live our best lives, staying healthy, creating beautiful relationships, those kind of things too, practicing self-care in our own way. And it's just like, with Instagram, because, social media is kind of like a, Russian roulette, I say, um, a double-edged sword, basically. That's a good way to put it. And it's just like, damn, like I didn't violate any kind of rules, but my account suspended. I was like, the fuck? But, it's just like, it is what it is because, I'm not upset about it, but it's kind of like, it's just like I put a lot of hard work into it, but hopefully it'll come back up soon too. If not, that's a lesson learned, and you just got to do better, But yeah, I just want to share that too when it comes to those stories, and especially if you guys want to share anything too, what you guys want to just get off your chest. If you guys want to share too, it could be with anything. It could be with current events. It could be with spirituality, relationships, or if you want to share anything humorous too, you're more than welcome to do so too. Or if you just want to, again, if you guys want to listen, to me flapping my gums, I try not to clear my throat a lot. That's kind of an attractive trait there, but it's kind of like if you guys want to message for today, if you guys want to want to learn something new, you want to just have some messages for today when it comes to getting a reading or just like anything else. So you feel free to post your questions in the chat, or if you guys just want to like a collective reading too, which is totally fine with me because I'm here for you guys. I'm just here to just support you, and just really support you and just by just letting you be yourselves too. So yes, indeed. And Arlene says, so interesting, I believe. Cool. Yeah, I totally get that. That's beautiful. And if you guys don't like agree what she says too, that's totally understandable as well. Because, we all have our, beliefs and thoughts when it comes to certain things, as long as we're not like put it down on one another too. So that's like another thing. But if you disagree with what she says, I mean, that's totally fine because we all have our own feelings and our own thoughts about certain things too. And we're not going to agree on everything too, which is understandable and rightfully so. So yeah, I know I probably went 0 to 60 with how I talk too. So forgive me if I was going a little bit fast too. But if you guys want a message for today too, if you guys want like a message or just like a quick reading or general reading or a specific reading too, feel free to, post your questions in the chat. And, if you guys want to, if not, I could just pull some messages for the collective and you can just do a fun self-healing meditation and just, let you guys go. I'll let you guys go. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to see what you guys want to do. Because I'm totally down for anything too. So especially for, the topics and activities that you guys voted for too. So let's see if anyone is here. Let's see. You guys all that stuff. And much love to all you guys too who are hopping in and saying hello also. So let's see here. Shuffling my cards. If you guys hear shuffling, that is me just shuffling my cards like I'm in Las Vegas, playing some games. So respectfully saying that, of course, too. So let's see. I don't see any questions so far. So I might just, just pull some cards for the collective since I don't see any questions today too, which is totally fine. Sometimes Mondays are just like, you don't want to be bothered. You got things to do and all that stuff, which is totally understandable. Sometimes, when you're a kid too, and just talking about with your loved ones have passed, with your parents or with your siblings or with your friends, or it could be with your pets too. And it's just like, sometimes Mondays are not our most favorite days too. It could be, our favorite days to some people, but for most people, from what I've heard, over the years too of me living on this planet, Mondays are kind of like, ugh, like one of those ugh days too. It's like, ugh, Monday. I don't want to get up. I don't want to say nothing. Just like, don't bother me, kind of day too. So I totally get it if you don't want to say anything or don't want to do anything, or if you even don't want to listen to me flap my gums. Shit. I'm not trying to downplay my own abilities, but it's kind of like, I'm just keeping it real and keeping it a buck with you too. So when it comes to that also, and just, really doing that. And hello, good to see you, Cup of Tea. Hopefully everything is going well with you too. And thank you for dropping by and showing support. Hopefully you are doing well too, Cup of Tea. Or Cup of Tea, or I know what your real name is too, but your name is really interesting and long at the same time. Respectfully saying that, of course, but hopefully you are doing well also. And it's just like, I was just sharing about, when it comes to our loved ones who are passed and how, there are reminders, that they're always there when it comes to living our best lives and just really embracing that as a sensitive person too. I was just really having a discussion about that with people who are listening to this and watching this on the live and on the replay, and this I shared it a podcast and a short video too, along with it too. But hopefully you are doing well also. And she says doing well. Cool, good stuff. Hope you had a good weekend too. Hope you did some fun stuff with your friends, family, all that good stuff too. So cool stuff. That's what's up. Glad you're doing good. So thank you. And I was just sharing to the audience also, if you guys want like a specific message for today or card for today, or if you just want me to just, post some cards for the collective too, feel free to post your questions in the chat. If you want a specific message or a message for today, just to help you bring some more clarity or some food for thought for the heart, or that floats your boat. If you don't have anything or if you don't feel like it, that's totally up to you, and that's totally fine as well. I'll just pull some cards for the collective too, and just really doing like a fun kind of, self-healing meditation too. So for those who are here, especially for those who are listening too, Cup of Tea, Arlene, Ron, all that stuff too. So general love reading. Okay, I can do that for you. You got it. I do a general love reading. I'm gonna use the decks that I have with you too. So yeah, so general love reading too. Okay, you got it. Definitely, definitely. Wish granted. Like Shenron says in Dragon Ball Universe, the wish is granted. Oh man, maybe the voice acting is killing my throat too, so I might have to dial it back a bit. So all that shit. Excuse, respectfully saying that, of course. But yes, indeed. So cup of tea, general love reading. All right. Anything for cup of tea for general love reading. Okay, yeah, I totally get that if you've been focused on your career too. I mean, there's nothing wrong focusing on your career. I mean, having goals when it comes to your career, how you making a living for yourself, that's beautiful. But there's nothing wrong just being curious about your love life too, how you can really just attract that right kind of partner. So it's kind of like, I totally understand that too, and kudos to anyone who is just really doing that, doing powerful things out there, just when it comes to your career, and any kind of goals that you set for yourself too. And so, ooh, okay. All right. Interesting. How was the last message for today? So yeah, that's cool. You've been focused on your career. That's powerful. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let me see what we have here for you. Do, 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 do. Can't catch tea. Hmm. Okay. Cup of tea, or cup of tea, or how? Forgive me for butchering your name. You can really just go at me too, because I say cup of tea or cup of tea. I know it probably means the same thing, but I have 3 cards for you too, when it comes to your general love reading. And feel free to comment if any of these messages resonate with you too. So, with the first message that I have for you with these 3 oracle cards that I pulled for you from these different decks, it's just like when it comes to your receiving, when it comes to your general love reading, just really, being open to receiving too. Just like when it comes to, I say like when it comes to affection or support, or just like, when it comes to love also. And just like when it comes to receiving too, just really being open to just like receiving, just like, receiving compliments, respect in a respectful way, or just like when it comes to affection and support, also just really being open to experiencing that in your life too. I know it's probably you mentioned that you've been focused on just with your career, just really doing that in a powerful way, which is cool. And it's just like, when it comes to your love life, just really being open to receive, like receiving, like respectful messages, or compliments, or just like anything also, since you're a single person, and just really being open to receiving that from a healthy place too. Just like when it comes to being like receiving, so it's kind of like receiving, it's just like just really being open to receiving any kind of like affection, or just like support or compliments too, from if you're attracted to the opposite sex, or if you're attracted to the same sex, or if you're attracted to both. Just really being open to receiving that from a healthy space too, from for yourself, and from other people too. And just like just really being open to creating that kind of comfortable place too in your life also, just when it comes to your home. So it's kind of like creating that kind of safe environment, just like where you can just be yourself. So it's kind of like, as a single person too, just like when it comes to living your best life and focusing on your career, it's just like, loving ourselves first is just really, the most important thing that we can do. So it's kind of like creating that kind of safe space for all of us to really just be ourselves, and especially for you, cup of tea. So it's kind of like, with this message, it's just like, just really being open to creating that safe space for yourself to be who you are, creating that kind of sanctuary, that fortress of solitude, that, a temple too, and just really creating that from a healthy space to just, to be who you are, to express that, creating that kind of sacred temple. It's where you just feel safe and secure and just, and just really safe for who you are. Also, when it comes to this message right here too. And just like, with the action card also, just when it comes to, with your last message too, is all about chaos. And just like when it comes to this masculine message right here for your cup of tea, it's just like, when it comes to dating too, and just really, when it comes to, being on the market out there, it's really chaotic out there too. So it's kind of like, with this message, especially from this masculine message right here too, it's just to really endure the chaos too when it comes to just, putting yourself out there. Because, sometimes in the dating market too, it can be really crazy out there. There's a lot of, crazy stuff out there too, what people do when it comes to whether you're looking for a partner online or in person. And just like, enduring the chaos also and understanding it from a healthy place can really just help you to find more clarity. So it's kind of like, when it comes to this previous message, right here too, I'm just gonna see if I could put these three cards together too. So it's kind of like, be open to receiving. It's kind of like, receiving compliments or receiving guidance, or just like, the practice, the practice of receiving also from a healthy place too, when it comes to compliments or affection or support, just really doing that from a healthy space and just really creating that kind of, sacred temple for yourself too. So it's kind of like, when it comes to supporting yourself and to really just create that sacred temple as well. So when it comes to, your love reading, and just really doing that from a healthy place where you can just, feel at home when it comes to your sacred temple, and just really creating that from a healthy place to help you out in your during your in your with your love reading too, or just like, when it comes to putting yourself out there in the market. Because, sometimes, things can be crazy out there too, but it's kind of like, where you have a safe space to, be yourself, and creating that kind of sacred temple can really just help you out with that. And just like, just really enduring the chaos when it comes to, with this masculine message right here too, and just really doing that from a healthy place to really, understand what's going on in society, especially when it comes to putting yourself out there in the market. Because, dating is tough nowadays too, but it's just like when you understand it, how chaotic out there, how chaotic the dating scene is too out there when it comes to, single people as well. And just really, gaining that understanding from a healthy place to help you to find more clarity for yourself when you're looking for that kind of partner. So, cup of tea, if these three cards resonate with you too, if they don't, I mean, that's totally understandable as well. Feel free to comment at any time as well. And much love to you. And hopefully things work out when it comes to your finding the right kind of partner and putting yourself out there too on the dating market. So, 'cause I know it can be really crazy out there too, but once we just open to receive and just really creating that sacred temple for ourselves to creating that safe space when it comes to, receiving those compliments, just really, understanding the chaos and just really doing that from a healthy place too when it comes to being on the dating market. So if these cards make sense to you, if they resonate, feel free to comment. If they don't, that's totally fine also. You know, yeah, much love to you, cup of tea. And what's up, K Travel and Linda Sandoval? Good to see you both. What's good? What's good? Thank you guys for being here too. So good to see K Travel. Haven't seen you for a minute. Hopefully you are doing well also. And same goes to Linda Sandoval also. It's always good to see you as well. Hopefully you are doing well too. And if anyone wants a reading, if you guys want like a specific kind of reading, or if you guys want a message for today too, just feel free to post your questions in the chat and I'll put a star on them. So, yes, indeed. You're welcome. I mean, I'm just like when it comes to the readings that I do, especially for people who are new to my channel, I just really connect with the universe and just really let things flow as it is. I don't even think of it. I just really go with the flow. And if I'm wrong, if if they resonate with you too, that's totally awesome as well. So I just do it for the fun of it and just really doing that respectfully too, because this is just for like educational and entertainment purposes only too, for you guys and for me as well too, because sometimes when I pull cards I kind of resonate with them too and I learn something from it and it's really awesome. So what I pull for people, just sharing these messages, I could also learn for for myself too. So it's kind of like a we're all learning anyways too. And what's up to JR also? If I forgot to say hi to you too, JR. I'm so sorry. Good to see you too, JR. I am so sorry if I missed you also. And hopefully you are doing well and enjoying your day too. And of course, you could get a reading too. So, yes, indeed. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Linda. I'm sorry for those who passed, for who passed in your family. I'm sorry about that. And K Travel says, "Thank you, Jay. I'm doing my best to take care of my health. Good to see you." Your Instagram gave me a giggle. My Instagram gave you a giggle. Okay. How did it make you laugh? If you want to share that. So I'm sorry for your loss, Linda. I'm just going to pray for you and your family too. So yeah, I'll definitely give you a reading, JR. Anything specific you want to, are you curious about? Career or love, or if you want something humorous, feel free to let me know what kind of reading you want me to pull to, or you just want something, general too. So feel free to let me know, JR. But I'm sorry for your loss though too, Linda, when it comes to that recent passing in your family. So I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna pray for you too. Especially for anyone who's lost someone recently too. I'm gonna pray for you guys. So let's see. Okay, so something general. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, I was playing a character. You must have seen me, turn to the Hulk or have lightning eyes too. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of those short videos lately, and there'll be more to come. I just, what to bring towards you guys just to entertain you and educate you at the same time. So if you guys like the shorts and I'm doing, that's awesome. I really do appreciate you guys' support. So yes, indeed. So yes, JR, so much a general reading. Okay, you got it. Stop shuffling like I'm Gambit from the X-Men up in here. So, all right, JR. So general reading for JR. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it, K-Travel. That's awesome. JR. All right. Let's see what we have here next for JR. Let's see what other message we have for JR. JR. Okay. Cool stuff. Okay, K-Travel. I'll put a star in your question. I'll definitely do a reading on that. Looks like a powerful relationship reading. Okay, cool. Alright, so what is the last message from JR? Okay. All right. So, JR, you got some powerful messages for today, too. And feel free to comment if any of these messages resonate with you, too. Or, for today, for this week, for March, and for 2023 as well. So, the first message I want to share with you, too, is all about power. So, when it comes to connecting with your own strength, and just really doing that from a healthy place, just really being open to just really, connecting with your strength, your inner strength, your outer strength, strength with your body, with your heart, with your mind, and just really connecting with that, just, from a healthy place to really just bringing that strength towards you to respect yourself and to really just, connecting with that inner power that you have to, and especially when it comes to, yourself too in every aspect when it comes to your body, your heart, your mind too, and just to really being open to connecting with your power because we all have power when it comes to our inner strength, whether you're a man, if you're a woman, just how we connect with that power is totally up to us, and really putting our own spin to it also can really help us to take help us take us far in life too, and especially for you, JR, when it comes to this message. So for you, for today, just really being open to connecting with your power. And just like when it comes to this message, the affirmation that it says here too, your respect is your greatest strength. So when it comes to this message, just really embracing that from a healthy place too. And just really putting your own spin to it, how you can really just connect with your power. And also just really being open to connecting with your identity. Also, just like when it comes to this message right here, too. So, when it comes to connecting with your power, but also connecting with your identity, too, being open to creating that from within, too. So, it's kind of like these two powerful cards go together. So, it's kind of like power and individuality, too, especially from Artemis, also just like when it comes to this feminine warrior energy right here too, just like when it comes to individualization, your identity, and just really being open to connecting with that from within and really putting your own spin to it as well, how you just really identify yourself as a human being, as a woman, etc., and just really being open to doing that from a healthy place to just really to connect with, who you truly are and just really embracing that from within too. Just like when it comes to this message right here too. And just like, and how you can really just take action with that too, JR, is just to really, change things up, just to really, shape shifting. So it's kind of like, reinventing yourself when it comes to, connecting with your power and just like to how you identify yourself too. So when it comes to these messages too that I pulled before too, just like when it comes to, let's see if you guys could see it. Sorry for my wobbly fingers. So it's kind of like connecting with your power and just really and just really creating that kind of identity for yourself too from within and really putting your own spin to it and just really taking the action to just really reinventing yourself and just really how you transform, reinvent yourself, and just really doing that from a healthy place and putting your own spin to it can really just help you take us far in life too, in every aspect of your life too, in your spiritual life, in any of your relationships too. So it's kind of like with these three cards together, it's just like a powerful reminder for you, JR. It's just to really connecting with your inner strength and just really connecting with your own identity and really putting your own spin to it. The second message, and just really how you can really take into action with that is just to um, just really reinvent yourself, to transform, make some changes, and just like how a wrestler does when it comes to just reinventing yourselves, and just really doing that from a healthy place and really putting your own spin to it to just transform, reinvent yourself, and just really, taking action with that and just really putting your own spin to it and going with the flow of it too when it comes to just, shape shifting and just really reinventing yourself. So if any of these messages resonate with you, JR, just when it comes to, with your question for today too, and, for your general reading, feel free to comment on it too. And especially for anyone who is watching this, also, if these messages resonate with you too, you're more than welcome to comment at any time. And so, yes, much love to you, JR. She says, I really like that. I'm in makes sense. I believe I'm in it. Yeah, that's powerful if you recognize that too. You're at a turning point of your life too. So, and just like how you can really just, help you with that along the way with these messages, just really being open to connecting with your inner strength, to really, connect with that, how you can really respect yourself, connecting with your power and just really putting your own spin to it as well. And just really being open to how you identify yourself too. Just like when it comes to this message right here from Artemis, which is powerful too, is that warrior. It's kind of like, with Xena too. It's like, hey, you know, I am who I am and just I'm gonna embrace that too. And it's really good. And it's like with this message too, JR, it's just really how you identify yourself. It's just really, just really connecting with that from a healthy place and really putting your own spin to it as well and how you identify yourself. And just really being open to just really, transform and to just really reinvent yourself too. Just like when it comes to this message right here from Carnunis. So when it comes to this message of just reinventing yourself, transformation, just really, taking action to just really making some changes, just kind of if you need to just do some spring cleaning, you need to reinvent yourself, just really go for it, doing it from a healthy place and really putting your own spin to it. So I'm glad these card messages were helpful for you too. Hopefully they inspire you and they resonate with you too. And much love to you, JR. And to anyone who resonates with these messages too. Oh man, my gums are flapping today. So, damn. But much love to you though, JR, on a serious note. And hopefully I'm glad these messages were very helpful for you too. And she says definitely a transitional stage. Yeah, I totally get that. If you feel like you need to just, make some changes for yourself and just really, embracing that from a healthy place. So I totally get that. What's up, Kiva? Good to see you. What's good? What's good, my friend? Thank you for being here too. So hopefully you are enjoying your day. Hope you had a good weekend with your mom and for yourself too. And happy Monday to you if you sick of hearing sick of hearing saying that too. And just saying that respectfully, of course, because I know Mondays are different for most people, but I just want to bring some positivity out there too. So you're welcome, JR. Much love to you also. Right? I mean, I can't help it either, K Trouble. You are on point about that. Yes. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yes. Yes. You can't help all the wisdoms come out of my mouth. I don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from a higher source. And it's like, bleh, all that good shit. It's just like, damn, I'm just into some knowledge. Even I surprise myself sometimes when I doing these readings too, because I'm always open to learning new things, learn from other people who are older than me or even younger than me too. So it's kind of like, yeah, definitely, definitely. So thank you for that, K Travel. That's really good. I really do appreciate that compliment. Yeah, much love to you too, JR, if I didn't say that already too. But if anyone wants a message for today too, Kiva or uh, anyone else who didn't get a reading too, Arlene or Ron, feel free to post your questions in the chat and I'll definitely will get to you also. And K Travel, since we're talking about you right now, you're up next. So she says, so Jay, I'm talking to two people online. It has been a few days. I'll call them 1 and 2. I'm wondering if I should go out with either one of them for another phone. Oh, okay. I mean, I know this is like a relationship, question too. And she says, I know what you mean. Yeah, it does sound channeled. Yeah, it does. And it's like you don't know where it's coming from, you know. And yes, JR, I've been working out. So I've been hitting the gym twice a week. So I got guns. I'm not trying to be like Michael B. Jordan up in here. And shout out to Michael B. Jordan. He's the man right now with Creed 3 and all the other stuff that he's working on. But I've been hitting the gym too. So I'm glad you noticed that. I mean, when I'm wearing shirts, the muscles are kind of like overlapping and making my arms look bigger. But if my arms get bigger, I'm gonna have to get bigger shirts. But these shirts do still fit though. I'll just say that at least. But I appreciate the compliment. I've been working out twice a day. At LA Fitness is just 10 minutes from my house. It's just very convenient. So yes, I've been putting in that work in the gym. So it's kind of like, last week, you haven't seen me as much because I've been just working out. Just, clanking and banging, like The Rock says, just putting in that work in the gym and staying healthy and all that. So, yes. Oh, they don't have to say that, JR. Michael B. Jordan is the man right now. And I respect him as an actor and as a human being. He's a really cool dude. He's one of my favorite actors right now, too. So, he plays Killmonger, Adonis Creed. Oh my gosh, and some other characters too. I have to check out his movies, but recently with Creed and with Black Panther too. So it's kind of like he's killing it out there. So I have to watch Creed 3 also. So, but I really appreciate that, JR. But I'm gonna get to your question, K Travel, since I'm flapping in the gums right now. So yes, so 2 people online in a few days. I'll call them 1 and 2. I'm wondering if I should go out. It's just like when it comes to which person that you're connected to the most. I feel like you like both of them. And I think like the people that you're talking to, I don't know if they're men. I really do sense some masculine energy, but I really do feel like you kind of like them both, but you're not sure who to connect with too. But I'm gonna pull some cards for you on that when it comes to your question. And you feel free to comment if any of these messages resonate too for the K Travel. But I really do sense that you probably do like both of them and you want to just, explore your options when it comes to dating these two kind of masculine energies. I don't know if they're both men or both women or one's a I know one with both of them are men too, so feel free to comment if that resonates with you too. So, but because I could be totally wrong about it because I'm single and I like to talk about relationships. Sometimes I could talk out of the side of my neck and I need to be corrected. So, feel free to let me know if that resonates with you too, K Travel. Okay, so K Travel messages, relationship messages. Okay. So let's see. Okay, interesting. What is the action card for K Travel? Connection with this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the last card for you, K Travel. I'm gonna share what I have, that I just sensed too. So let's see here. Okay. Interesting. Man, one I've talked to is more, he seems like he has empathy. Number one, the second one I'm attracted to more, but we haven't spoken much yet. Oh, okay. I totally understand that too. So it's kind of like, it's like you're not sure who to connect to because it seems like both these masculine energies, when it comes to the men that you're talking to, seem like pretty cool people. So it's kind of like, what the first message that I have for you, K Traveler, is just really trusting your intuition. Just like when it comes to your gut feeling to who you want to connect with the most. So it's kind of like, if it's, if you feel really you connected to number one or number two, just really, trust your intuition when it comes to, interacting with these two people on a regular basis, when it comes to who you're interested in the most. And just really trust your intuition with that also. Just really trusting that gut feeling, not even just with your gut feeling, but with your heart feeling also, with your entire, being also just when it comes to your intuition, because it's kind of like, when it comes to intuition, that's like a key indicator to just really, take notice and just like really doing that from a healthy place to just really, trusting your gut feeling and just really doing that from a healthy place also when it comes to this message. And just like whether which choice that you choose to whoever that you want to just to connect with too. So just really, making a strategy of some sorts to just really connect with them. So it's kind of like, like whether you connected to number one or number two, just really, making a strategy of some sorts, from within to just really, to communicate and to just really get to know each other. Also, just like when it comes to that too, even if you just like when it comes to the person that you're not attracted to, also just really, just really having the courtesy to just really making a plan to just really let them know. Also, not being like, being ghosted. Also, because it's kind of like, if you're interested in someone but you haven't like, talk with them too, or just ignore them, that could really just, be painful to experience. So it's kind of like, letting the person be known for those to the one that you're not interested in the most. It's just really letting them know also. And it's just like, really doing that from a healthy place so no one gets hurt and just like really coming from a place of honesty. But just really making a plan of that also. Just like when it comes to just like the person that you're interested in the most, just to really, making a plan to just, communicate on a regular basis from a healthy place. And just like when it comes to with every person too that you really are connecting with also, just really making a plan of some sorts too, just when it comes to this message. And just really, taking action to just really not only to embrace your perfections, but also embracing your imperfections also. Just like when it comes to how you identify yourself too, and just really taking action with that also. It's just like, when it comes to perfection, because, us human beings, we strive to be perfect, but we're not perfect. So it's kind of like, embracing those perfections, but also our imperfections also when it comes to us being as human beings. Just really taking action to express that and to just embrace that and just being real with it too from a healthy place to just really, not only embrace our perfections, as well, but also our imperfections too, just when it comes to us as human beings and just really doing that from a healthy place and just really putting your own spin to it as well. It's just like, embracing your perfections, even your imperfections, also just really, taking action to do that too. And just like, acknowledging that you're not perfect. I got flaws and, just really owning that from a healthy place too. And for both people too, whoever that you're interested in, allow each other to just really embracing your imperfections and your perfections too. So, if that any of these cards resonate for you too, K Travel, feel free to comment as well too when it comes to these three powerful messages for today too. So when it comes to just, just really trusting your gut feeling, your heart feeling too, your intuition, the best way that you can too when it comes to people that you're interested in when it comes to this message, and just really making a strategy of some sorts to whoever that you want to talk to, and just really making a plan of some sorts to, for you guys to communicate, to get to know each other, and so on and so forth when it comes to that too, especially to your intuition, what you really, who you connect with the most, just really, just trusting that gut feeling and just really going along with it and just really making a plan for the person that you're interested in the most too. Just like when it comes to, creating that kind of healthy communication and just really, making a plan of some sorts too, especially, for the person that you're not into also, just really making a plan to talk with them as well and just really, be real with them too about your feelings about them too. Just like when it comes to, putting it on the table. But it's kind of like, when it comes to, imperfections also, just really, for both parties to whoever that you're interested in, it's just to really, embrace your imperfections and your perfections also, because we all have, our, you know, beautiful aspects of ourselves and our, imperfect aspects of ourselves, and just really embracing that from a healthy place too. Just really acknowledging your imperfections and your perfections, and from a healthy place too, and putting your own spin to it as well. So if that resonates with you too, K Travel, feel free to comment at any time too. And let's see what we have for you too. She says very new, just wondering about it. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. She says because past violence I've had. Yeah, I totally get that. Just like when it comes to trust your intuition. I mean, it's just, I understand that too if you have difficulty just doing that. But just like when you take the time to just practice that and from a healthy place, it can really just help you out also. So it's kind of like something you could just, for food for thought, K Travel. Just really practicing, just like trust your intuition and just really going along with it too. Just going at your own pace, at your own time, just going with the flow of what you just sense. Just like when it comes to just with the person that you're interested in the most, and you're for those who are not at least interested also, just like when it comes to that, and just really, she says being them, but how? Yeah, yeah, I totally understand that too. Just really, making a plan to meet up with them too, so that could really just help you to just really, conquering those fears that you have too. Just like when it comes to, when it comes to those fears that you have too. I totally understand that. I have lots of flaws. I need to accept. It's just like, just really, trust your intuition when it comes to just sort of people that you're interested in. Just really trusting that the best way that you can. And just really, when it comes to, embracing your imperfections and your perfections also. It's just really doing that from a healthy place to just really accept, you for who you are also with flaws and perfections and all that too. So it's kind of like, when it comes to taking action to just like, how can I say this word? To just really, embracing who you are, your imperfections, your perfections, and all that too, with your strengths and weaknesses, and just really doing that from a healthy place too, just you know, along the way too, and just really putting your own spin to it. Okay, I mean, hey, that's your choice. I mean, if it says no to both, I mean, that's totally your choice. So, but hopefully, the cards that I pulled for you too, K Travel, when it comes to your relationship reading too, hopefully they were helpful also. And you're always welcome to comment too if you want to rewatch the replay of your reading too. So when it comes to your relationship question as well, you're always welcome to comment at any time when it comes to these messages that I pull for you too. And hopefully whatever decision that you make too is just really connecting with that from within too, just really trusting your gut the best way that you can, and just really, going with the flow of it too. Yeah, much love to you, Keep Travel, and you got this. Oh man, because I want to get out of there by very. Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Just like having that spiritual person in your life who's very sensual and affectionate. I mean, that's powerful. I mean, it's kind of like we all kind of want that partner in ways, but in different ways too, because we're so different. So I totally get that. I totally understand that. Oh, you're welcome, Keitra. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I really appreciate you too. And much love to you also. Thank you for being open to getting the ring for me today too. So I really do appreciate all you guys who are still here, for getting the reading and listening to me talk and all that beautiful stuff too. So yes, thank you guys. Much love to all you guys who are watching too, especially for those who are lurking and watching the replay too in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, wherever time zone that you guys are watching into. So it's all good. Oh shit. And my arms are feeling like, you're about to rip off the shirt like in a comic book. No, respectfully saying that, of course, too. So it's kind of like, what JR says too is really silly. It says Michael B. Jordan doesn't have nothing on me. I mean, I find that funny because it's like, I have nothing against Michael B. Jordan. He's a cool dude. But I do appreciate the compliment though. So he's the man. So I'll just say that at least. So, but hey, it's all good. I really do appreciate the compliment, JR. I just find that's like the compliment of the day. That's awesome. Oh shit. But anyways, oh man. So what to do next? Since I got to everyone's questions so far. Oh man. I'll tell you what. Um we're gonna do like a quick kind of self-healing meditation. So if you want to help you to bring some clarity for yourself for today, you more than welcome to participate in this fun activity. And it's kind of like, when it comes to the self-healing, because it's kind of like part of like a with Reiki too, with the Japanese energy healing too method. It's just like, it can really just help you to bring more clarity towards yourself too, to just really bring more clarity towards your heart, towards your mind, towards any aspect of ourselves too, and just really set that beautiful intention for ourselves today too. So if you're open to that, also if you are just want to just make yourself comfortable and just really, making yourself comfortable. If you're sitting on a chair, if you want, just making sure that your shoulders are relaxed, you're sitting up straight the best way that you can too. Or if you're just laying down, also, which is totally fine as well too. If you're laying on your pillow, or if you have, so much stuff going around, if your TV is loud, if you hear dogs barking like it's in my screen too, just really embracing those kind of moments too to help you to just really, be present with yourself too. And just really closing your eyes for a minute too. So let me see if I can turn off my camera here. Just really, taking the time to just close your eyes for a minute and just really starting to rub your hands together too, creating a beautiful and warm friction. Just like, creating that friction when it comes to just with self healing. This is like a simple method in Reiki just to really, to really just, bring some energy towards you too, and to really attune and to connect. And just like when you're ready, also you can just, stop rubbing your hands and just really, just feel the energy too from the sensation of the energy that's, around you also and on you too when it comes to just, from the friction of rubbing your hands, just really feeling the energy too. And if you don't, also, you can just really, visualize it too and just really connect with that. Just to, play with the energy around for a bit too. And just like, taking the time to just connecting with your own breath by simply just taking that deep breath in with the inhale and just letting go with the breath with the exhale. Just releasing the breath out through the mouth or through the nose, whichever that feels comfortable for you. And just really having fun with that energy that you sense to from your hands and from what's around you also. And just really set that powerful intention for yourself today too, when you are just connecting with your own breath. Just taking that deep breath in with the inhale. And when you're ready to release, just let the breath go with the exhale. Just release the breath out through the mouth or through the nose, whichever that feels comfortable for you. And if you want to move the energy around with your hands, if you want to just rush your own energy fields, your energy circles, you want to wave your hands around, if you want to just move the energy around like you're holding that energy ball, or wherever that feels right for you too, and how it feels to you also, just really connect with that. If you want to just, do some brushing with your energy, just like do some energy cleansing for today too, just waving your hands up and down, kind of like you're just like dusting off your energy too, from your third eye, from your crown, from your throat, from your heart. Just really set that powerful intention when it comes to moving your energy around as well. And just really going at your own pace and at your own time. And just really going with the flow of it too, when it comes to not only connect with your energy, but also connecting with your own breath. Also, just really going at your own pace and at your own time when it comes to with your own breath, with your own energy, and just really having fun with it too. Just when it comes to just how you express yourself with your own energy when it comes to just setting that powerful intention for yourself. If you want to just bring one hand to your heart or the other one to meet it, that's totally fine also. If you want to just brush your energy off when it comes to your own energy centers, you're more than welcome to do that also. Whichever that feels comfortable for you, just allow yourself to just connect with your own energy, connect with the energy that's around you, just really embracing that without having to just think about anything, and just really just going with the flow of it at your own pace, at your own time. Just allowing yourself to just feeling the energy that's around you simply by just feeling that from within too, without having to think it and just having to be a certain way. Just going with the flow of it too when it comes to with your own energy and how you express that also when it comes to just really connecting with that. Just that's all around you and just really going with the flow of it too, to just, doing some movements to bring some clarity towards yourself simply by whether you want to just clear out your energy to bring some healing love towards your heart center, towards your throat, towards your third eye, towards your crown. If you want to put one hand onto your heart, the other one to meet it. If you want to just put both hands on your face, simply by just covering your face, by just seeing the darkness. Or if you just want to just send some energy towards anyone or anything that's, connected with us too, from your pets to your loved ones to your chair, whichever that feels comfortable for you too. Just really connecting with that and just really going with the flow of it too without having to, be a certain way, without having to overthink it and just really just connecting with that from a healthy place. And just really set that powerful intention for yourself today, for your loved ones that you're sending that energy to also, wherever that may be too, for your intention for today. And just really embrace that also, and just really by just going with the flow of it too, and just really thanking yourself for taking the time throughout your busy day to not only to set an intention for yourself today, and to just really send some clarity towards yourself, and especially towards anyone and anything that just really needs it at this time. And as we are continuing to just go with the flow when it comes to sensing the energy that's around us, and just really connecting with that energy that we sense, when it comes to practicing this self healing exercise, and just really connecting with our own breath too, to just really going with the flow of it too, and just really going with the flow of it to really set that powerful intention for ourselves today, and to just also to just really bring some clarity towards ourselves, and to send that towards anyone and anything that really needs it also. And when you're finished too, you can just say an affirmation to help you to let go of any outcomes also when it comes to your self healing exercise, also to just really surrender to that, and just really allow the energy to just do what it does best. And to just really thanking the universe, thanking ourselves also, to really just taking the time for ourselves to just simply to just connect with ourselves, and to just really doing a self-healing exercise that can help us to just bring more clarity towards ourselves, to help us to send some love and some healing energy towards anyone and anything that truly needs it. And just really letting go of any outcomes, also, just when it comes to that, and just surrendering that towards the universe and towards the earth, also, and to, all the above, too. And when you're ready, also, you can come back and bring your awareness towards your body. You can just stretch out your legs, stretch out your arms. If you need to, just give your back a good crack, or if you just need to give your body a good wiggle, feel free to do so. Wherever that floats your boat when it comes to your own energy, just really connecting with that. And when you're ready, you can come back and open your eyes. So hopefully you guys gained something from that self-healing exercise. When it comes to this too, I'm still experimenting when it comes to how we can really just attune to how we can really just what we sense when it comes to the energy that's around us, and just really going with the flow of it too. Just when it comes to that with breath work and self-healing too, when it comes to Reiki self-healing. So if you guys have enjoyed that little fun exercise also, feel free to comment, at any time as well. And, because it's just like when it comes to meditations and how we can really just, be present with ourselves, and just to really help us to set an intention for ourselves today too. I mean, if you guys like these self-healing meditations too, feel free to comment at any time also, because I'm still experimenting how I can just to help us to just be present with ourselves and really put our own spin to it, and just really bring some clarity towards ourselves too, and putting our own spin to it when it comes to the self-healing too, because how we just do that also is totally different from what I do too, and how you do it also is totally up to you too. So if you guys have enjoyed that also, and when it comes to the self-healing meditations, feel free to comment at any time. And right now, I'm going to pull some cards for the collective, and we're going to wrap this up here too. So, yes, indeed. She says, nice and relaxing. Cool, cool stuff. And when it comes to Reiki too, with the self healing, what I've learned from the course that I took too is just like when it comes to doing the self healing, when it comes to that too, it's really good to attune and just really sensing that's all around you too. When it comes to being that kind of when it comes to the energy, from what's around us too, and it's just it's hard to explain it, but it's just really powerful how you can really just sense that also, and just really sensing that from a healthy place without having to overthink it, without having to drain our own energy along the way too, and just really going with the flow of it too. It's really cool. So as we learn more about my own Reiki certification, I'll share more goodies with you too. So, but I really do appreciate everyone's compliments as well too when it comes to the self healing exercise. And much love to you guys too. So I'm going to pull some cards for the collective today. For anyone who is watching this live and watching your replay too, I am going to pull 3 cards for you guys today. Let's see if I can get closer to the camera. There you go. So there we go. All right. Let's see. Messages for the collective. Okay. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. All right, so the last okay, this last message to help us take action. Let's see here, and here we go. Ooh. All right. Got some powerful messages for the collective today too. So if any of these messages resonate with you guys too, for those, especially for those who are watching, feel free to comment at any time too, especially for this collective reading for this week, for the month of March, and for 2023. And just like with the first message that I have for you guys, also is all about harmony. So it's basically like with this message too, just really being open to creating harmony in our lives too. And how you do that also when it comes to creating that kind of harmony in our lives too, in every aspect of our lives too. Just really, connecting with that from a healthy place to just creating harmony. And it says here too with this message, create harmony amongst all the parts and influences. So it's kind of like, creating that harmony in our relationships too, in every aspect of our lives as well. Just really being open to doing that from a healthy place to just bringing more harmony towards, every aspect of our lives, from our relationships to, with everything too. So it's kind of like to really find that clarity towards ourselves too, especially towards, everything and everyone that's connected in our lives too. And just like, when it comes to the second message that I have for you guys too, it's just like, embracing those interchanges too when it comes to this message from Persephone, which is Hades' wife, Greek mythology. So it's kind of like, with cycles, just really embracing those changes from within too, just really being open to just really making those changes for yourself from within, just like when it comes to your own inner self. So it's kind of like, with cycles, just really being open to, never stop growing and reinventing yourself and just really, making those changes for yourself when you feel that, feel the urge to do so from a healthy place to just really going through those changes, reinventing yourself, evolving and just really putting your own spin to it as well. And every season from like spring that's coming up right now to summer to fall to winter, and so on and so forth. Just really embracing those changes and just really making those changes for yourself from a healthy place and especially from within too, to just reinvent yourself. And just, to help you to take action with that. It's just really embracing that with confidence too. Just like when it comes to those changes for yourself in every aspect of your life too. So it's kind of like, with Achilles here too, and it's not like Brad Pitt per se when it comes to Achilles, Achilles heel. And it's kind of like, how Brad Pitt played his character. He's just like, he's very confident. He's, confident in his abilities, with his mind, with his body, with every aspect of himself too. And just like for anyone who is watching this also is just to really, connect, and taking action to connecting with your confidence too, and just really being confident for who you are, and just really taking action with that from a healthy place, especially when it comes to just creating harmony in your lives and just really embracing those changes too from within, going through those cycles of just reinventing yourself, evolving, and just really doing that from within when it comes to cycles and just really taking action with that, when it comes to, expressing that with our confidence and just really taking action with that too, just really expressing that from a healthy place to just expressing our confidence to just like when it comes to with our body, with our heart, with our mind, in every aspect of our relationships too. So when it comes to these three messages too for the collective, it's just like, just really being open to creating harmony in our lives too, just like when it comes to this message right here too, when it comes to, in every aspect of our lives, when it comes to our relationships with our planet, with other people, and especially with ourselves too, and with everything that's connected to the earth too, just really being open to creating more harmony in our lives too, to really just bring that clarity and peace in our lives as well, in every aspect. And just like never stop, evolving and growing, just really going through those cycles, just like when it comes to changes, just really embracing that from within too, just to really going through those cycles, going through those changes, just really embracing that from within too, just to help you to just, go through those changes, reinvent yourself, to evolve, to grow, to just really, never stop reinventing yourself on a regular basis, but also during those cycles too. If you feel like you need to just reinvent yourself to change things up, just really doing that from within too, just when it comes to cycles in every aspect of your life. And just really expressing that and taking action with that too, just like when it comes to your confidence too, just, expressing those inner changes, just like when it comes to just expressing that too with your confidence and just really doing that from a healthy place to just really embrace who you are just when it comes to those changes and just really owning that with confidence and just really taking action with that as well and just really putting your own spin to it. So if any of these messages resonate with anyone who is watching this live and watching the replay too, feel free to comment at any time. And much love to you guys also. Oh boy. Definitely going to learn these messages too. And so, with that being said, I am about to wrap this up too, wrap this live stream up. But I really do appreciate everyone who popped in and said hello. For those who watched this live and watched the replay too, I thank you guys for being here too. And I really do appreciate you guys too for being here too. So Viviani, Key Travel, Arlene, Ron, Kapate, anyone too who pops in and says hello to in the chat, and for those who are watching the replay too, much love to all you guys as well too. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys this week too, because an announcement too, I'm going to be a guest on Gertrude's channel also, Trudy's channels also. You guys know who she is, Gertrude, and also on Amy's Smiling Heart channel as well too. So I'll be a guest on Gertrude's channel on Thursday, and I'll be a guest on Amy's channel with Ron Unconditional Love Tarot too. So I'm looking forward to connect with you guys on there too. And I'm going to do my, regular Saturday show too with the after hours show. So if you guys want to laugh your ass off, you guys want to just, have fun and party and just talk about, topics that you love to talk about when it comes to current events, relationships, and just really having a hoot also, feel free to tune in on my regular Saturday show or after hours show at 8 p.m. Pacific time. I'll keep you guys updated if I need to change anything when it comes to times and all that good stuff too. But if you guys want to check out my social media, if you guys want to check out my community website with the Blissful Heroes community, or if you guys want to check out the Discord page, if you guys want to check out my social media pages, or if you guys want to book a yoga class or a Reiki session or a reading, a full Oracle tarot reading, and or a one-on-one intros to essential oils, or if you guys want to check out my doTERRA page too, or any of the links that I have too as well. If you guys want to reach out to me or collab with me too, or just you want to send me some questions with certain topics that you want me to do a video on, or you guys want me to do a video or certain videos that you want me to react to, also feel free to send me your questions. If you guys want to collaborate on my channel too, for those who are content creators as well, feel free to check out my collaboration forum below too. And especially for those who want to connect with me on social media and inquire my services too, feel free to check out my Linktree also. Or especially if you guys want to send a donation, or if you guys want to, check out my wish list too. And much love to you guys also. I know I kind of overwhelmed you with a lot of information, but if you guys want to check out those stuff I just mentioned too, and especially to the links that I shared too in this live stream as well, I'll post a link to it in the description below, especially during this week too. So much love to you too, Cape Travel. Thank you for sharing your gifts too, especially Ron and Viviani. Oh my gosh, all you guys in the chat room too. And I want to highlight to what you said too, Cape Travel. And she says, Reiki amazes me and it's helping me with my pain. I'm studying to enhance their personal healings. Yeah, Reiki is so powerful, especially, when it comes to this form of energy healing too. It's very powerful. Like with Reiki and any kind of energy healing, also any energy healing practice too is very powerful. So whether it's Reiki or if it's shaman energy healing too, it's very powerful itself, and it's really awesome. And I'm glad that Reiki is helping you with your pain as well too. And just and it's just really awesome that you're doing that for yourself too. So kudos to you, Key Travel, and especially to all you guys too who are doing powerful things. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys as well. And maybe continue to practice self-care that could benefit us, our loved ones, and our whole environment too. So I will see you guys probably on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So peace and much love. Namaste. So where is that? Where is that clip? Clip. There we go. Peace, guys. Much love.